Trump, no one noticed Melania's incredible offer to all victims of Harvey. President Trump and Melania went to Texas on Tuesday to check out the damage from Hurricane Harvey and offer words of support and encouragement to the victims of the storm. President Trump gave a rousing speech detailing how the federal government is doing the utmost to help the disaster, working with state and local authorities to make aid as effective as possible. Check out this small part of his awesome speech. Less publicized was Melania Trump's statement about the event, a sensitive piece in which she offered to do anything she could to help those in need after Harvey. The effects of Hurricane Harvey will be felt in Texas, Louisiana, and other parts of the country for many months and years to come. So far, 1.7 million people are under orders to evacuate their homes, and, as the floodwater in Houston rises, sadly, so will the number of evacuees. I want to be able to offer my help and support in the most productive way possible, not through just words, but also action. What I found to be the most profound during the visit was not only the strength and resilience of the people of Texas, but the compassion and sense of community that has taken over the state. My thoughts and prayers continue to be with the people of Texas and Louisiana. The media must have written 10,000 stories about the shoes Melania wore on her way to Texas, but seems not care as much about her beautiful words of support and compassion to those in need. Let's combat the haters and spread her message far and wide. Washington Examiner. Watch now. More. Related. Breaking News 24. Reporter just attacked Trump over hurricane. What Sarah Sanders said next blew her mind. President Donald Trump is joining a list of celebrities that have pledged to donate money to Hurricane Harvey. White House press secretary announced it today during the press briefing. I am happy to tell you that he has said he would like to join an effort, Sanders told reporters. He will pledge proudly $1 million of his own personal money to help the people in Texas. Reporters then asked if the money would come from the Trump Foundation or the Trump Organization. Sanders said he is personally going to give the money, adding, "I don't know the legal part of that exactly." He said his personal money. She then told the reporters that Trump wanted the journalists in this room because you are very good at research and are doing a lot of reporting to tell the president which organizations would be best to give money to you. That's how our president does it. He is shutting down the haters. Share this if you think it's time to make this country great again. Say a prayer for Texas below and get this article out there. Watch now. More. Related. Breaking News 24. Mike Pence was just caught doing something unthinkable in Texas today. Mike Pence is not just a vice president or simply a running mate for Trump. Pence is a good man with a good heart who loves America more than he could ever express with words. That's why he decided instead he would fly to Rockport, Texas today, a town destroyed by Hurricane Harvey, put some gloves on, and clean it up himself. See? Now that right there is what I am talking about. Pence doesn't just go the extra mile for people, he goes the full 5 miles with a smile. However, his mission in Rockport was not only to help clean up dead trees. He also brought a very special message from President Trump for all the people of Texas to hear. I called the president on Air Force 2 this morning. I asked him what he wanted me to tell you. And he just said, "Tell him we love Texas." That's right. The Trump administration loves the great state of Texas and they are not alone. All of America is send our thoughts, prayers, money, food, clothes, and everything else we can to help the people of a great American state who is suffering greatly right now. Help show Texas that our whole country, from sea to shining sea, has their back and we will get them out of this terrible situation. Share. Watch now. More. Related. Breaking News 24. Right after resigning, Trump just gave Sheriff David Clarke the best job of his life. Just hours ago it was announced that Sheriff David Clarke was resigning from his job in Milwaukee County, but nobody knew why. Well,
Now we do. Thanks to two anonymous sources talking to Politico, the new rumor is that President Trump is expected to name Sheriff Clarke to a major position in the White House. Wow! That would be a huge job. Even if he is not the new Secretary of Homeland Security, there are plenty of major jobs for a tough cop like Sheriff David Clarke. When asked directly about the new job, Clarke simply responded, "I'll talk about my future plans next week." The rumor from the two sources is that Trump is gonna give Clarke a position that will not need Senate confirmation. To be fair, those Senate things can take months with the obstructionist Dems. This will also be the second time Trump has offered Sheriff Clarke a job. Back in June, Clarke was offered a position in the Department of Homeland Security. However, at the last minute, Clarke turned it down. Looks like he finally changed his mind. Let's help give Sheriff Clarke the warm welcome he deserves by sharing this everywhere as soon as possible. Watch now. More. Related. Breaking News 24. Right before leaving White House, Sean Spicer gave Trump a gift he will love forever. In case you all didn't know, this week was Sean Spicer's going-away party at the White House. Sure, there were some tears and everyone misses him, but he left just like he entered, with class. Spicer's time as press secretary was brief, but the media was brutal on him every second he was there. Not even that could stop Spicer from giving Trump a gift even a billionaire president will love. Spicer thanked President Trump for giving him the biggest honor of his entire life. In a final goodbye email to all his friends at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, Spicer wrote, "It has been the honor of a lifetime to serve the President and the American people as the White House press secretary. I especially want to thank the President and the First Lady for their support during my tenure and for giving me this opportunity. Walking into the White House every day is a privilege that few in our country experience, and I am grateful for it." What a beautiful sentiment from a great man who will be sorely missed. He didn't just stop at the President, either. Spicer took the time to thank all the people out there important to him and even sign off with elegant words. "I would not have been able to do my job without the amazing team the President has assembled, especially the dedicated members of the communications, digital and press teams. I also am eternally grateful to the countless additional staffers who support the White House daily, including the service members of White House Military Office, the Secret Service, the residence staff, and so many other talented individuals. As I sign off this email address for a final time, I want to say thanks. I am proud to have worked with each and every one of you. Amen, Mr. Spicer. America appreciates your years of service and wish you the best to come. Help spread the well wishes to all by sharing this with all your friends and fam. Watch now. More. Related. Breaking News 24. Smoking gun James Comey just caught red-handed covering up Hillary Clinton's crimes. This is a real smoking gun, y'all. It turns out that former FBI Director James Comey did something sickening to cover up Hillary Clinton's email crimes, and Obama totally hid it. James Comey drafted his announcement to close Clinton email case before he ever even interviewed Hillary. That's right. Director Comey decided he was gonna say that Hillary was extremely careless instead of a criminal before he ever even finished his investigation. The new transcripts reveal that James Comey sent the draft of his closing statements for Hillary Clinton's email investigation in late April. However, the investigation was not completed until July. Now, couple this with the fact that Comey was pressured by former Attorney General Loretta Lynch to call the criminal investigation a matter and the secret meeting that Bill Clinton had on the airplane with AG Lynch, and tell me there is not something here. The next question is simple: should James Comey be held accountable for obstruction of justice while serving as FBI director? It looks like both Senators Chuck Grassley and Lindsey Graham thinks it's time to take real action against Comey. They released the story to the public, not as anonymous, and they wrote a very angry letter to the new FBI director Christopher Wray about it.
Conclusion first, fact-gathering second, that's no way to run an investigation. The FBI should be held to a higher standard than that, especially in a matter of such great public interest and controversy. This is a very serious charge, y'all. James Comey may have acted as FBI director under the directions of Obama to assist Hillary Clinton in a presidential election. Help get this shared everywhere and let's show Trump it's time to take them down. Watch now. More. Related. Breaking News 24. Breaking Sheriff David Clarke resigns from his post, see why he did it. Sheriff David Clarke has just now resigned, says the Chicago Tribune. Milwaukee County Clerk George Christensen said on Thursday that he got a resignation letter from Sheriff David Clarke. Here is what Sheriff David Clarke about Charlottesville. He supported his response and was one of the very few people to do it. There is no explicitly named reason for David Clarke's resignation. His spokeswoman has not immediately responded to telephone messages and emails. Clarke rose to national prominence in May after announcing that he'd taken a job at Homeland Security. It was never confirmed. He withdrew his name later. Share this if you hope that Sheriff Clarke got a job at the Trump administration. He would do a wonderful job helping to bring law and order to this country. What do you think, y'all? Share.